Good afternoon, everyone. This is Joe Ingenito from LiveSoftball.tv, and we are here from wonderful Columbus, Ohio. Joining me today is my friend and homie, Jeff Steinke. Jeff, say hello to the people at home.
Hey, everybody.
All right. Jeff, sitting down with us, do a quick interview. We'd like to try to get a few interviews with the coaches and some of the vendors around the area. So, Jeff, welcome to Columbus. I know it's a little bit cold. We're both hailing from the same area, so this is a bit chilly for us. So what are you thinking about GSL? You think it's a good spot here? You having a good time? How you guys doing?
Well, if you look at it, we don't have GSL in Florida, so this was a new experience for us. We have a lot of freedom sports down there. A little bit of U-Trip. ISA was around for a while, but they kind of died out. So this was an experience that the guys from Florida and guys from Atlanta that I play with thought maybe we'd take the chance to come up here and see what it was all about. Definitely a different breed. Not real sure we like the offensive ejection part of the game. Cost us a little bit yesterday, but we still came out on top. Definitely a different experience. The turf fields are real nice. We played a couple times in Myrtle Beach, where the complex is complete turf, everything, outfield, infield. This is a turf infield and drops off into actual normal grass in the outfield. So it's a different creature to learn to play on. But for the most part, Cliff's been real congenial. You know what I mean? This is definitely a good place to be. We'll definitely try to come back again next year. But this is definitely a good experience.
Great. What would you say is probably your favorite, your best softball experience you've had?
There's not one. That's the problem. We've been playing this game 22 years. Coached good teams. I've been on horrible teams. It's the best part of this game for me is being around 10 or 12 guys that I can call my family. It's the camaraderie. I think that's the best part of the game for me here. I mean, sometimes I could be a lunatic. Umpires in Florida fear me.
I can firsthand vouch for that.
But that's one thing is you'll never on a team I play, you never have to worry about somebody having your back. I mean, my teammates are the world to me. So that's just that's my personality is defend your family to the end.
Yeah, I can vouch for that as well too. A couple of weeks back, we had an interesting incident. It was pretty funny, but I won't get into that too much. Jeff, you're out here with the All the Way Live Factory Team this weekend, right?
Yes.
Cool, and that's made up of a bunch of guys from Florida, Georgia, Indiana.
Well, let me throw the backstory of this around in there. All right. To be honest with you, this is basically my bucket list. I've been playing a long time. I know I'm at the end of my career. I wanted to play in bigger tournaments, not just your regular everyday backyard, tournament with 10 or 12 teams you play every weekend. So I kind of ran this idea by our sponsor, All the Way Live, the owner there, Greg, and he thought it was kind of a good idea, but he didn't know how it was going to go, how you're going to get 12 guys from 3 or 4 different states to gel.
That is challenging.
It's definitely a challenge. I mean, we see each other once a month. It didn't start out well for us, but we're starting to gel after our 3rd month of playing together. It's been an experience, but having 12 guys from different places, our roster contains like 15, 16 guys because we're never going to get the same 12 really to these events because of the cost of travel and stuff. But we've decided that we're going to play 10 or 11 of the biggest tournaments in the world, or not the world, the U.S. We're going to be here. We were at Myrtle Beach at the Freedom Winter Worlds. We played in a Freedom Winter National in Tampa, Florida. Next month, we're going to be at an event in Wilmington, North Carolina, the Azalea Festival.
Cool.
May, we're going to be in Richmond, Virginia for the Beast of the East, a Softball Nation event. June, we're going to be most likely in Bismarck, North Dakota at the ASA McQuaid's tournament. It's a tournament that does, it's a fundraiser for the Wounded Warrior program, I believe.
Wow.
But it's sponsored by a beer distributor out there. And then the rest of the year is kind of a blur right now. We're just trying to make it through the beginning.
Well, that's obviously some of the best tournaments and some of the best, obviously all the sanctions, I think, bring something great to the table. And it's great to see that you guys are playing different sanctions all across the country. That's really the beauty of softball, like you said, by the camaraderie and everything, and how it's played in different areas, and playing against teams from different areas and see how it all stacks up. It's really like an untapped, I think, beautiful I don't want to say market, but I think that it's just a wonderful environment or atmosphere that really isn't explored much, through live media at all. Especially watching some of these majors teams play out here. I honestly think some of these guys are probably better than some major league ball players. I mean, they make these insanely quick plays with 30 feet less to make the play in, and these guys are really good. Last night I saw Jeff Hall hit a ball about 500 feet, a softball. I mean, it's crazy. There's some great talent out here.
Yeah, there are definitely some big boys here. I've seen some things that I would consider creatures and not balls hit. It's a different experience to be up here and be able to see this. I don't think I've ever, honestly, in all my 22 years of playing, I've ever been anywhere to see the major open guys. I've played from the E level, the D level, tried to play a little C. My baseball background kind of got me to where I'm at. I think I know the game pretty well, and I can use what I know to kind of rub off on the younger guys on the team. So that's the best part of this, is I can be a coach along with the player. But we brought a guy into this program, the bucket list all the way live team with us, Marvin Martinez. He's got a military background, and when I approached him back in October when I was putting this together, I said, hey, man, I need somebody that can take the pressure off me so I can play instead of play and coach.
Yeah, it's a very tough call for anybody who's never played and coached at the same time. It is probably one of the hardest. It's harder than playing guitar and singing at the same time. I can tell you that's a fact.
Yeah, so it's a difficult thing. It was a challenge for me to step back at the beginning of the year, but I'm glad that I'm just kind of the general manager of this deal. I get the guys together. I make sure they're there. I deal with travel accommodations and stuff like that, and make sure that everybody knows where they're supposed to be and what time. And do a small amount of babysitting, if to be honest with you. Great group of guys, kind of comprised of like 2 or 3 teams, I guess. We got the all the way live guys from Florida. We got some guys from LNS, the LNS team from Georgia, and then we got some guys from a team called Bad Intentions and from Indiana, from the Northwest Indiana area. They've played a little GSL, but they're the only ones. So we put it together. It's a different. It's like I said, difficult because of the different area codes that we all live in.
Right.
But the whole intent behind this, I was the sales manager and marketing kind of guy for all the way live for a year in the office there, and I've gone on to bigger and better things. But Greg and I, the owner there, are still really good friends. So the whole gist of being out here was to try to push the product for the company into different markets where we couldn't be. So to get our product out there, a 100% made in the USA product in different parts of the country, that was our goal. You know what I mean? And my goal was to sell an additional 25 teams that they wouldn't have got their hands on if it wasn't for us being out here. So when I started this, that was the goal. I wanted to win some softball and have fun, but I really was just, it was a marketing ploy, and that's just being honest,
Yeah.
So, but we're getting there, I mean, we're pushing, we make one of we're a top product, I think, in the U.S.,
Yeah, and I've been coaching and playing softball for over 25 years now, and I've used both Mojo and All the Way Live and a few other companies as well, and I'll say that Mojo and All the Way are probably the 2 best companies I've ever worked with. I'd say at least in the last 10 years. Very, very great quality stuff, fast turnaround. I'll agree with that statement.
Yeah. So, being able to go out and do that, I actually approached you at the beginning of the year when you were just starting this. So we talked a little bit, and you were on board right away. So I'll say it right on the air. Thank you for what you do for us, because we didn't mention it throughout the interview, but LiveSoftball.tv is our secondary sponsor. Does a lot for us, make sure that we get the best deals on our travel accommodation, kind of covers our entries wherever we go, gives the guys the what for when we lose, because, being the Italian that you are, he takes fingers when we lose, so whatever we got to do to win.
But I'll tell you what, though, when you told me about the bucket list, I had said to myself, that was the same. I had the same exact idea, and I did that one year. I had a bunch of my friends come down, and we played in the Disney tournament for the U-Trip Disney Winter Classic. And I brought my friends down. We were all in our mid to late 30s, and we hadn't played together in about 12 years. And we went and played D, and we lost our first game 45-0. And it was the rest of the weekend was kind of a blur on the field, but man, we had a blast. I mean, that was just a great time being around everybody. Hey, there go some of our guys now. And when you mentioned to me what you're doing, I said, that's exactly, this guy's a kindred. This is exactly what I wanted to do too. And when I started to meet some of the guys in your team, I said, this is a real good, solid bunch of guys. I'm proud to sponsor you guys. So.
Well, like I said, I appreciate that. My biggest thing is I want this game to be pure again. I was there when it was aluminum bats when I first started coming out of college baseball, and I've been there with the Ultra 2s, and I've been there with everybody wanting to alter their equipment to hit it an extra 30 feet. And I can honestly say that the group of guys I put together, I think that they have enough integrity to try to keep the game clean.
That's very important.
When you're putting a sponsor's name on you all over your hats, your jerseys, your pants, everywhere, you're toting their stuff around. You just don't go out there and make, pardon my French, but an ass out of yourself by by hitting somebody with some illegal equipment. So if that's the one thing that comes out of this interview is everybody that's out there playing, man, this is a game that we get to play, and it's a gift. Everybody's got to go to work on Monday morning, so keep it clean, keep it real, and go out there and have fun. Leave it on the field, and when you're done playing somebody, go shake their hand and tell them thank you. It was a good game. I've been, like I said, I've been a lunatic and not done that, but this team and this whole tournament schedule this year has kind of brought me to the place where take every game at what it is. You might not get another one.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. That is a profound statement, and I can tell you that I had back surgery a few years back, and I thought I was done. I'd never run or play ball again. And not that I'm out there killing it, but I'm out there, playing again. And you were 100% right about, you never know when you're going to have to hang it up. I was talking to my new friend Roger Roy last night. He was announcing a home run derby with me, and he managed to play into his 50s. He was talking about what it was like when he had to hang up his cleats, and it's just. It's a tough moment for a guy to have to get to. So the great thing about softball is we have guys playing into their 70s. I've played on teams with guys, 65, 70. You still see some of these guys out here playing, and it's I think probably the only sport somebody with a competitive heart like us could keep playing well into their later years. Because for me, the sport is, I love the sport, but it's the competition that you can't, the friendly competition. This is based on the gentleman's game. I know it's mostly a girl sport, but girls, the way they played it, they're fantastic about it as well. So it's just, to me, this game deserved to have its own ESPN live channel.
Yeah. Well, let me give you a little plug here. I don't know if everybody knows this, but this is a brand new business. So I've, with my sales background and everything else, I've been trying to help you the most I can. But everybody out there listening and watching throughout all these events, this is a work in progress. We're only going to get better and bigger throughout this. Any suggestions or ideas that you guys have, it's a great idea to send them in an email.
Yeah.
I mean, we can try. We're working. We're trying to get to the point where we can do a couple different fields. You can pick what you want to watch, but
yeah,
it's a work in progress. So, be kind in your words. Because the day that you want to have your team streamed and we remember you, that might be the day you don't get streamed.
Don't talk shit at the guy with the microphone.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I appreciate you taking the time to talk a little bit about this tournament with me. I had fun. I hope that throughout this whole bucket list thing that you get some good footage of this group of misfits that I put together, and that we do live softball and all the way live designs. We do you guys proud. I appreciate everything you guys do for us. Appreciate the quality and the stuff that we get, product here, product uniform-wise.
And product tournament-wise, too, I think is one thing we got to say. A tournament is a product, and this is a great product. I'm loving this one.
Yeah, I'm definitely impressed with the way this is set up with the tents and the different companies that are here selling apparel.
And the seas of people.
Yeah, I mean, this place is nuts. And I mean, you don't see this many people out in 36-degree weather for anything.
No, not at all.
I mean,
Cliff said he wanted to make this an event, and it's not just a tournament; it's an event, and that's I think that's the wave of the future right there.
Yeah, definitely. So thank you. I'm going to go down and try to maybe win another game today.
Good luck, sir.
And maybe get into the heat a little bit because it's definitely a little cold. I shouldn't be seeing my breath playing softball. So.
I feel you there.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Jeff.
You're welcome, Jeff. Good luck. All right, that was Jeff Steinke from All the Way Live Softball. Jeff, thanks for stopping by, buddy. Good luck, and I will catch up with you in a bit. Stop by after your game, and we'll be back live with some more interviews and commentary from other folks and other coaches in just a bit. Thanks for watching.